1111. I'm seeing it. You're seeing it. What does it mean? Well, let me just cut to the chase. Your life situation, your 3D life situation is going to level up in a big way. And I'm not even just being generic right now. I'm going to tell you specifically, using examples I've gone through, what that's going to look like. And how do I know this is what 1111 means? Well, I've gone through this many times. Some people get the impression that when you're on a spiritual awakening path, to some degree, there's going to be like a flipping the switch and then we're all done. And nothing could be further from the truth. It's more like a crescendo that never stops. It keeps building up, which is freaking great. Now, life comes with challenges. Life is cyclical. There's going to be ups and downs, okay? But it's in how you take those things that makes the difference. And this is very important because I want you to derive the full benefit from what's happening for you. And this is why you're seeing this number around so much. 1111. Very, very interesting. So the experiences that I've had seemed edgy and new and fun. And my whole entire 3D life situation, it's like it expanded. It took me places that I wasn't even expecting, literally. I personally found myself traveling to exotic places, doing fun things that I only used to dream of, meeting people, and just having the coolest doggone experiences all the time. Now again, life is always going to bring its challenges. You still got to pay your bills. There's still people that come around that maybe aren't good for you. And, you got to kind of tell them no thank you. And, you get flipped off in traffic or something like that. It happens, right? Stub your toe. I don't know. I had people hit my car. You know what I mean? But it's all in how you take it. Because if you go with the flow, instead of getting too overly dramatic when things go wrong, and you look at things and you go, well, I guess this is what God wanted for me. You tend to resist those things less. You get less of them. And this is where you derive the full benefit of 1111. You're just learning to flow with things. You'll get blown up with this number again and again and again, day after day after day. And I'm telling you, next thing you know, you wait 3 months, 6 months, a year, you're going to look back and you're going to say, wow, I did all these cool things. Maybe you'll be offered some amazing dream job. Maybe you're going to, I don't know, manifest an amazing soulmate relationship, get a bunch of money. And here's the thing. I want to be clear about this. It's not necessarily that there's going to be some like drastic tearing down old junk. That's more like a 555 experience. Like when you see 555 around, like we got to tear down this thing, and it's kind of a painful experience to bring in the new good ones, right? No, 1111 is where it's fucking on, dude. Things are just going to start to get better and better. There's not going to be like a dramatic catalyzing event. You're being told that amazing changes to your 3D life situation are coming. Whatever that is. I mean, if that sounds generic, I'm sorry, but I don't know what your situation is like, right? And it might not be exactly what the ego says it's going to be. Because you know how the ego, it wants things to be a certain way and it's got to turn out like this. That's why I'm saying just let that all go. Even when things don't seem to work out the way you want them to, just go, wait. I trust. I was told something really good is about to happen. I'm going to have a bunch of cool experiences. Man, every time this happens, every time I start seeing 1111 around, and again, cycles, guys. You know, this is like the 4th or 5th time in the last 5 years I've seen this number come around a lot. And I already know that this year is going to be an amazing year for me. And so I'm not really surprised to see it this time. Now, by the way, in case you're new here, I just want to point out I've got some cool stuff going on over here. Check me out on this platform. Same name, New World All-Star. All-Star is one word, ALLSTAR. And we're going to talk about some ways to free your mind from the system, so to speak, and how we could actually use the law of attraction to make the world a better place. And guys, if you help me make the world a better place, your life will be a better place too. So check me out over there. I'm going to start with, you know, some more ordinary things like kind of the way the system really works and this kind of thing. You got to kind of deal with that stuff. But once I get through that, then we're going to focus more on, okay, now what do we want to manifest? But it helps if you know what you don't want, right? So I'm kind of doing that right now, at least at the time of the recording of this video. And then I'll transition into more of, okay, let's manifest the good stuff. Let's talk about the good stuff. Now, speaking of talking about the good stuff, 1111, that is exactly what's happening for you. And it's not gonna be a big dramatic thing. I mean, it can be if it seems like you're not getting what you want. So you just gotta be patient. These things take time. You know, my Law of Attraction students, my Manifest Your Dream Life online video coaching program, it's the best there is. It's the best on the market. It's not expensive. I even have payment plans. And it's very, very comprehensive, guys. I give you everything and the kitchen sink. What I tell them all the time is there's a time delay. There's a time delay. There's going to be what seems like a long period of time between when something you think is going to happen starts happening. You start to see numbers and maybe synchronicities, or you start having ideas, thoughts about what it is you want. Maybe you're getting some intuitive hits, and when it does manifest in 3D reality. So if you bothered to get this far in this video, congratulations, good for you. You're exactly the kind of person that is going to have a much better time with this 1111 stuff. Just be patient. Just enjoy the ride. Before you know it, you give it 3 months, 6 months, a year, I don't know, however long it's going to be. The 3D physical reality is really slow, you guys. It's called density for a reason. Sometimes we refer to it as we're living in density. Yeah. It's slow. But it's reliable. Whenever you see something happening on the energetic plane, like seeing 1111 a lot, it's assured. So just don't resist it. And before you know it, you're going to find yourself in certain situations. Maybe you'll find yourself traveling, meeting new people, having new experiences. Doesn't that sound exciting? That's what I was doing. And to do the work is very easy to understand. You just got to get really good at remembering who you are. Consciousness. And when you do, looking at the mind when it starts to trip out about things that don't seem to be the way it wants them to be. You release that and you just kind of go with things. Now, that doesn't mean that you don't take actions. That doesn't mean that you can't have desires. right? You got to kind of do both. You got to do the 3D stuff. You got to take actions sometimes when it's necessary. And then there's the energetic work. But the energetic work here is simple because it's not really working. You're just not really resisting what is internally. And that's my bit of advice. What you could do to make this a better experience for you, but no matter what, you're going to find yourself really leveling up, really experiencing a much more delicious and fulfilling and fun and exciting life situation. Your life situation is going to improve so much. Get ready. 1111, when you start seeing that number around, you know it's coming. It could be several months, it could be a year, but it's coming. So just don't resist the time delay and don't resist what seem like problems. They're not. But take care of yourself. Take the actions to take care of yourself too. You got to do that part. Live holistically and get ready. Get excited because you're going to get some cool shit. I'm thankful for that. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your week.